So next up, have we got any dyslexics in the house?
Yeah!
Hooray! This one's for all dyslexics. Digging in the attic for my old school books, having nostalgic looks at my creative writing. Not overly exciting, but I could spell one word 4 ways on the same page at that age. And my logic was, for I remember the cause, one must be right. But forever in sight, the red pen mark, always stark on the white of the page, provoking my rage. My parents noticed I wasn't very focused, clever and bright, but my writing not right. To wait on the list would have been taking the piss, so we paid for the test. I wasn't as bad as all the rest. The kids from the estate were parenting were great. Their dads didn't read to them, in fact they rarely came. So the test said, not bad in the head. Chat, brilliant. Writing, hesitant. So every week I would sneak to a classroom by myself and ask to melt the words, verbs into a series of sounds to the subsequent frowns of my special needs teacher. But I found it easy to reach her remedial lessons and counted my blessings that I didn't have to do mixed up sentences. But Mrs. Loughran found out, said without a doubt it was much too easy, and managed to squeeze me back to normal class where I would always pass, and she would ask that I recite my poetry to all and sundry, sent to every classroom to expressively boom my personal rhyme during class time. Got my A in the 11 plus. It simply was a must unless you wanted to rust in a dead-end school, treated like a tool. At the all-girls grammar, I always had a messy planner. When I got a C+, it caused a fuss, but I showed them, downloaded the curriculum. By GCSEs, I was fine. A-levels were mine. Managed to surpass the expectations of educators that laughed at my letters and my inability to spell. Encouraged by those who could tell my expression was unique, despite my handwriting being oblique, and they would decrypt my chaotic script. But one made me cry when constantly asking why I always failed the spelling test. My writing was always a mess. She thought me lazy, but I didn't let it faze me. I used to share what I write with others on a GeoCity site. Second year of uni, my tutor somewhat threw me, called me in. It was clear to him I was dyslexic. I thought I was just hectic. But he made me take the test, passed it like all the rest. Certified dyslexic. I was a bit skeptic, but I got 45 minutes extra and a bit of blue paper to say I was special. Didn't matter, my writing was mental. Free laptop, dictaphone, printer, PDA, software, scanner. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. When I got my passport signed by my primary teacher, I asked why they hadn't known sooner when I'd taken the test. Why hadn't it said dyslexic yes? And she said the education authority didn't want the responsibility of educating me appropriately. As a result of this luck, the special needs teacher wasn't trained as such. But she remembered me. Did I still write poetry? Well, if you want to know, you can hear me on a Radio 4 show. Mrs. Loughran, Mrs. Moohan, Miss McChrystal, Mrs. Wilkinson never said I was dyslexic, just talented and meant it. Yeah.